We made it to Friday. Hey fam, what's going on? Ladies, I want to talk to you today again as usual because I am you and you are me. I want to give y'all a couple of safeguard methods to protect your heart when it comes to relationship. And I'm basing it on my own experience. We are all different, having different journeys, but what we all are similar in is the fact that we are women who are looking for love. So we're similar in that regard. And there's one major rule that stands no matter who we are, where we are, God's rules. So I want to say this: keep your legs closed. No oral sex, no hand job, no vaginal sex. Stop giving men pleasure. Stop it. And I know it works on both ways. We want pleasure as well. But it's not pleasurable in the end when it doesn't work out. So this is not to the women who have made up their minds that they're just going to run around having sex and pleasing themselves. I'm talking to the women who want a husband, who are tired of being hurt, whose heart can't take anymore. I'm teaching y'all what to do to safeguard your heart. Keep your legs closed, because your vagina is like the door to the soul. When you open up yourself, you are receiving somebody inside of yourself. Y'all don't get how serious that is. It's not a joke. It's not just about an orgasm. It is soul ties. And it is hurtful for those of us who want love to make love to somebody and have them disappear on you. Men do not equate sex to love like we do. It is just something to do for them. It is something to pass the time. And they go with your flow. We have the power. Use your power wisely, ladies. Stop giving up your goodies. It is a gift to hold out, to give to the one who is special and deserve those goodies. Stop giving up your body. Now, when you do not give up your body, let me tell you what's going to happen. You are going to weed those punks out. You're going to weed them out quick. Because if that's all they want, they're going to bounce quickly. How do I know? Because that was my experience. When I decided to be celibate, I was 32. I had gotten out of a relationship with a gentleman who I shouldn't have gotten into a relationship with in the first place. And that's going to be the second topic. I'm talking about red flags. But right now, let's stick with the sex thing. When I moved too fast with him and I did desire to marry, I did want permanency. And he came off as if he did too, but there was too many red flags letting me know and him that we were not meant to be together, at least at that particular time. It was not right circumstances. And that's all I'm going to let y'all know. Don't ignore that. And so after I broke up with him, I still love men. I still desired to be in their company. I think I got a little jaded and hurt, and I didn't think about marriage so much, but I didn't want to have sex anymore. And that's what I told the Most High God. I made a promise to him. I said, I'm not having sex with any other man unless that man is my husband. Yet, I did not ask him for a husband, and I wasn't looking for a husband. I just wanted to still be in the company of men. And so while I was dating here and there, and I was picky because I have certain types of men that I prefer. And the type of men that I prefer are maybe what y'all might call corny guys, because to me, the corny guys are not going to be the types that, one, use foul language when he's addressing you and be disrespectful toward women and call women the B word. I cannot stand men with filthy mouths. To me, that's very disrespectful, and I can't see myself as a respectable lady being with somebody like that, even engaging in conversation with somebody like that. Number two, he could not be a criminal. I don't want no criminals at all. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want anybody that's into any criminal activity that's going to be bringing me down and causing drama in my life. That is not a turn on for me. So I like what you might call corny guys, straight-laced guys. And I don't want to call you guys corny. I don't think you're corny. I think you're wonderful, that you don't fit in with society's norms of people in the black community. I like that you stand out and you positive and you got goals. Those are the type of guys, ladies, that you need to be trying to invest your time and energy in, and stop looking at those thugs because they sexy. They're going to cause you hell. They're not trying to do anything but be sexy and be a thug. Y'all got to stop thinking small and go big and go hard for yourself and protect your heart, right? Now, the red flag thing, I'm going to go into that right now. I don't want this video to be very long. Red flags. When you see something that's not right, stop trying to make it right. Don't try to fix it. It is not our job to fix anybody. We have the darndest time fixing ourselves. What? Huh? I'm having a hard time at 55 fixing me. So what makes me think I could fix a man? All our lives, we are supposed to spend our time trying to get better in various ways, right? But if a person is not up to par, at least matching you or bringing you up, because that's what the man's job is as the leader. He's supposed to help bring you up. If you have to bring him up, that's a no-no. Now, don't get me wrong. We're here for each other. I've taught my husband lots of things, and he's taught me lots of things. So I'm not saying we don't have anything to offer to pull each other up. That's not the point. That's not what I'm saying. But if you know in the beginning that the way he is right now would not make him a good husband, the way he is right now is not going to make him a good father, run for the hills. Don't try to fix anybody. If you see those red flags, don't ignore them. Don't be like, oh, I don't see that flag. And you feeling the breeze and the wind from the red flag because it's waving all in your face. And you just going to go on anyway. You are looking for trouble. Don't do it to yourself. And another thing, this is the last thing. I'm going to be short. Because while I was dating, right, I'm going to show y'all some stuff. It was funny to me. I also have a type. Everybody has like what they like when you look at somebody. Men are not the only one who are visual creatures. We are too, honey. I like a good looking man too. What I consider looking good. Because sometimes what I like, a friend of mine might be like, yeah, you know all that. But that's her business. Because I like what I like. We all like what we like, right? With whatever is appealing to us. That's what we're attracted to. Now me love the chocolate. Me love the Hershey's chocolate. I love me some brown skinned men, right? Bald headed men. When I met my boo, he was bald, honey. I was like, he was too cute to me, right? He floated my boat. And a lot of times, and muscles, I like muscles because I was always, I wasn't always chunky, but as I got older, I'm a hefty lady and I couldn't see myself with no skinny guy. No offense to you slim brothers. I like a man with some muscle and some build to him, you know. I wanted to feel a little ladylike and feminine with him. So that's what I was attracted to, right? And so because we are attracted to certain types, sometimes we can let that attraction blind us. And then we're not seeing him for what he really is. And then you overly sexualize and you're jumping in the bed with the man. Don't do that. When you are dating, right? Because when I was dating who I was attracted to. And they show signs of no interest quickly. And for me, I was telling God straight up that I'm celibate. I'm not doing anything. So if they wanted sex, honey, they disappeared. Did I call them up? What happened to you? Don't be that clingy woman who wonders what happened. And then you go around wondering what's wrong with you. Honey, I was never the woe is me type. Don't be that type. For your own benefit, don't be her. If that guy disappeared, it was because God wanted him to disappear. He's not for you. Somebody that's for you, they ain't going nowhere. He only wanted one thing. And if you're not giving up that one thing, bye-bye. See ya. Next. So I didn't want to be, why would I say it? I didn't want to be like so standoffish to men that I didn't date anymore. So I dated because I told you guys I enjoy the company of men. I like having conversation with them. Their spin on certain things are different. And I even learned a lot. There was one gentleman who told me, he said, why are you single? You're so beautiful and you seem like you got everything together. Why are you single? And I was like, it's not easy to find a good guy. He said, it ain't easy to find a good girl. And I got his spin on it. And I was in my 30s at that time. So he was telling me how a lot of women are messed up emotionally and mentally, that they've been dragged through the mud by so many men that it's not easy to penetrate to get to them, or they're so jaded and hard that you don't even want to be in their company. So he opened my eyes up to a lot of things, and I didn't want to become that person. I was protective of my heart. So I put up this wall that was hard. Let me tell you, that was my defense. I put up this wall that no regular Joe Schmo was going to be able to get through that. And you ladies had to be more selective and set boundaries for yourself and be that person. When you're dating a guy and you're not having sex with him, he's going to show you who he is quickly. If he is just somebody who's out to get another notch on his belt, he will know, let him go. It doesn't matter how cute he was. It doesn't matter how the conversation was and he seemed like a nice guy. He seemed like somebody I could be with. He is not yours. He was not for you. Let him go. Don't call him. Don't try to figure it out. If a man shows you that he's not interested, believe it, move on. When you're seeing a guy and he never established that y'all are in a relationship, he never established that y'all are exclusive, he never established that he wants a future with you, stop making up stuff in your mind. Don't do that to yourself. Guard your heart, go with the flow, and if some time is spent and you want answers, ask him. Be honest. What are you looking for? You need to ask that question up front, because we women, we don't have time to waste. If you want to make babies, you don't have time to waste going through all of these frogs. Be straight up. Let him know what you want, and ask him, what do you want? If his goals are not in alignment with yours, bounce. Stop imagining stuff that's not there. If he planned a date, because this happened to me too. I had went out with a guy and we had a good time. So I thought we had a good conversation. We didn't get too deep into detail about what we wanted in the future. It was a first date. And he called me after he took me home, right? And so he was like, I don't even want to get off the phone. I really enjoy hanging out with you tonight. Guess what? After all of that, I never heard a thing from him. Did I wonder what happened? Of course. But did I call him? No. Women, you do not chase a man. If he disappeared, I asked God to weed them out. So if he disappeared, it was for a reason. Although I thought he was attractive, he fit the bill, y'all. Chocolate, bald, he fit all of that. Nice conversation, a gentleman, and everything. He disappeared. Was I sitting back going, I wonder what's wrong with me? Never. I told God what I wanted, and he was granting my request. I'm like, if I like him and he's not for me, get him out of there. And he did. And he did that quite a bit, y'all. So after a while, unless you're the type of person that's like desperate for love, it's going to bother you. But I wasn't. I just wanted the company. I didn't care about that. I would go on a date, see what the guy is about, because I'm interested in men, period. And if it didn't measure up to what I was looking for in a husband, then I didn't care. I didn't care. So be a little more laid back. Be a little more casual. Stop being so intense and bringing that in so soon, because men don't like desperate women either. That's another thing. Don't be desperate. You might be secretly desperate, but keep that between you and God. Don't come off to a man like that. Don't be, why you didn't call me when you told me you was going to call me? And if he say he's going to do something and he doesn't do it, do not call him and ask him why not. He's not interested. I just saw a man today, this morning. He just was like, y'all need to stop wondering what the man is doing. He said, don't listen to no man and say, I got a lot on my plate. I got things going on. If a man is interested in you, and I have witnessed this myself, it was guys who I was not interested in, and they was coming at me, always crying in my space, calling me. And I'm like, oh my God. When a man is interested, ladies, you will know. He doesn't hide that. He's going to let you know, because he's always going to be there. He's going to be texting and calling. He might even email. He might pop up. Well, let's not get crazy. If he just popping up and you ain't invite him, you might get a little scared, unless y'all already have an arrangement. Y'all already going forward, and he's showing himself to be very interested. Men that are interested, you ain't got to wonder what they thinking. Know this, ladies. Safeguard your heart. Rewind this video and listen to what I'm saying. I've had experiences, and I know everybody's path is different, but again, like I said, we're all women looking for love, and you want to find it the right way. Stop setting yourself up for a letdown. Peace, love, and blessings, ladies.